There are too many so-called business mentors out there trying to sell you dreams. But the huge problem though is that they've never built a real fitness business. Or they did have one, but that was a few years ago, and now every single thing that they're saying is outdated. Here's where this video is different. I actually built a successful fitness business from scratch, straight from my corporate job when I was in London. I wasn't even a PT before, and I still run the business. It's growing every single month. Just recently having our record month of 30k. Now let me be real with you. Am I making millions per month? No, I'm not. But I live the freedom lifestyle. I fly business class, I work from Dubai, Bali, and right now I'm in Marbella. And I love what I do every single day, having an impact on all our clients from all around the world. And I've unlocked what true freedom looks like for me. And I'm not claiming that I'm going to get you hitting 100k per month, but I'm here to show you the full blueprint to freedom so you can start focusing your effort on the right things, even if you're starting from zero, just like I was. No BS, no outdated tactics, just actually what works now. So first of all, we need to think about what is freedom. The goal isn't just about money, guys. The goal is freedom. Any fitness business can be profitable. It's really not difficult to get to 10k per month. Even if you have some top supercar, you might not still have freedom. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying money doesn't matter. I want a supercar too, but it's not the only goal. Freedom is the goal, and for me, that looks like traveling when you want, working from anywhere, and just structuring your days around your life. That's the real win, and if that's what you want, that's what you should build for too. Do not chase someone else's goals. Next section I want to talk about is building your brand. Do not give your program some sort of fancy name like I see a lot of coaches doing. You are the brand. Being a personal brand is the most powerful thing you can do at the moment, because you've got to realize that people buy from people. People, when they buy into your program, they are buying from you. They are following your energy, they're taking on your values and beliefs, they're buying from your personality. This is exactly what sells, and if you are selling from a personal brand rather than some sort of polished program name, you cannot be replaced by AI. Whereas if they're just buying meal plans, workouts, all that type of stuff, you can easily be replaced by AI. Anyone can find that stuff on ChatGPT. You need to build your personal brand and sell from that, because you can't be replaced by AI in that way. So how do you do that? Number one, you need to show your face. No one wants to buy from someone that's just having a load of AI generated content. You need to show your face. You can't be one of these faceless brands. If you really want to succeed from 2025 moving forwards, you need to have your face in the brand. People are just feeling disconnected more than ever, and you need to make them feel welcomed into your personality, into your world, into your values, into your belief systems. And you do that by facing them, the camera, and talking through your story and actually showing your face and not hiding. Number two, you need to share your story. Your story is so powerful. People buy into stories, and this is what marketing is all about. Having a hero's journey, having problems that you've overcome along the way, and that is what your personality, your beliefs, and your whole marketing should be built around, is your story. That's what a personal brand is. It's a story where, like any story that you read when you was growing up and any fiction books that you read now, there's always a story. Someone's overcome challenges and they've got that hero's journey. You need to do exactly the same thing with your brand. Thirdly, you need to mix vulnerability with value. So you need to talk about things that you are having as a challenge right now and you've had challenges with in the past, but show the lessons from that. It's okay to have that vulnerable side. You don't want to seem like some sort of polished person that has no flaws, because that's just fake and people aren't going to buy into that. You need to show some vulnerabilities, but you don't just want to be some moaning person talking about, a sob story, stuff that's going on wrong in their life. You need to have lessons from that and be like, right, okay, guys, this is a challenge that I faced, but this is what I'm doing because of it, and this is how I'm going to get to my goals. That's how you mix vulnerability with value, rather than it just being a sob story. This is going to make you so much more relatable and so much easier for people to buy into your personal brand, for you to then convert those eyeballs into paying customers. Last thing in terms of the brand before we move on is, you are not just a coach. You need to get that in your head and remember that. You are a leader and you sell the feelings. That's what you're selling. You're selling feelings and transformations. That's what you're selling. You're not selling programs. You're a leader and you're selling those feelings. So once you can understand that, branding becomes so much easier. Next section is, and this is going to be a little bit controversial, but I just think you should skip the in-person coaching. It's a controversial one, but PT qualifications are absolutely terrible, guys. There are so many people that I know without qualifications that would be great coaches. They really would. Like, just people that are enthusiastic about their fitness. I've done my PT qualification, but I learned absolutely nothing from it. I was really enthusiastic about the gym, and I have been, for my entire life. But I learned nothing from the PT qualification. It's an absolute load of garbage. So might be a controversial one. Obviously, if you've got your PT qualification, it's not going to be doing you any harm. If you are a PT on the gym floor, it's obviously not going to harm you if you are doing that. Obviously, there are going to be some transferable skills from that, of course, and it would be valuable because you can, transfer some of those clients online. Start off with a bit of a hybrid approach and then transfer them online. But you can just completely skip this part if you haven't got started with the in-person coaching yet. It's obviously nice to have if you do have it. However, if you haven't started it yet, just get stuck straight into the online model. If you have a job at the moment already, don't quit that to go in person with the end goal to go online. Make sure you start building the online stuff straight away. If you're a fitness enthusiast and you've got knowledge about fitness and you've got your own transformation and you've got, the proof through your own journey that you can get to where your ideal client avatar wants to get to, that's all you need. In terms of transferable skills as well, you're going to have transferable skills from whatever job you do, especially from corporate jobs as well. Obviously, from a PT, you're going to have lots of transferable skills to go online. But even just from a corporate job like me, I was working in London in the insurance industry. Lots of transferable skills from that. Using technology online, it's completely different ball game from in-person coaching. Using systems and stuff like that. I did a lot of analytics in my corporate job. I use a lot of that now. I love the data side of things, tracking leads, all that sort of thing. So there's going to be transferable skills from whatever you do. Just, it depends what lens you look on, your journey in life. You could take the lens of I'm in a corporate job, I should probably get some experience in person doing a PT. Or you could take the lens of, I did, of okay, I'm doing a corporate job. This is what I want to do. Oh, there's going to be transferable skills applied to that. It depends what mindset you take to it. If you realize, of course you need knowledge. Of course you need knowledge on fitness, but there's going to be transferable skills from what you do now to get to where you want to be. Next section, content. And we want content that converts. Stop posting selfies. Stop sharing what you're eating online. Stop doing some sort of shitty video talking about calories like my first video was. Obviously, everyone starts from somewhere, but this is not content. This is not content. What does it actually convert? You got to think about this. Problem-solving content that is actually engaging. Answer the stuff that your clients actually would Google. Think about what your ideal client avatar is and what questions are they actually going to be asking you. Obviously, if you haven't started up your business yet, you need to imagine this. But even if you do have a few clients and you know what clients you want to be working with, you know what questions they're asking you, and that's what you need to make content about. This is what's going to build trust, and this is what's going to position you as the expert. That is exactly what's going to make people click that button to get your free guide or click that button to book a call in with you. So stop just making videos about what you want to talk about and think about the actual information, the valuable information that's going to be engaging, that your ideal client avatar is actually going to consume and is actually going to nurture them into a paying customer. Next section is talk to your audience. Now, Instagram is great for that attention. It's really, really good platform. Obviously, it's not the only platform. You can build a successful coaching business on multiple other platforms, but in the scenario of Instagram, because that's what a lot of people focus on and that's where a lot of our leads come from, you need to turn that attention then into customers, and that comes down to having conversations with them. Obviously, you are going to have some inbound leads coming in as well, but a big part of generating revenue, bringing clients on board, is having conversations with them. There's a big taboo about this for some bizarre reason in the coaching industry, in terms of people demonizing DMs, stuff like that. But imagine this was in person. Imagine if you were coaching in person on the gym floor. You need to talk with people to get clients. You're not going to get any clients just by sitting in the office, not speaking to anyone. You need to speak with people if you actually want to turn them into a client and build rapport with them. No one's going to ask your services if they don't even know who you are or they don't even ever speak to you, right? So this is what you need to get your head around. This is just the online version of that. Or imagine you're giving a lecture, for example. If you imagine your reel is giving a lecture to a load of people, what are you going to do after that lecture? If you want to get some clients from that lecture, you're probably going to go and speak with people afterwards and engage in conversation. Or if you're at a mastermind, for example, you give a talk afterwards in the break, you're going to go and speak with people, give your number out, network with people and give them your social media accounts. this is exactly the same thing. You need to be speaking with people that engage with your posts. You don't just want to be spamming a load of cold leads, but you want to be engaging people that are engaging on your content or your followers, people that are viewing your stories. You need to have the right scripts in place to take them through that buyer's process and the buying script and turn them into a client. That's the only way you're going to do it. Anyone that says DMs are evil are absolutely stupid, guys. Next up, in terms of scaling your online business, is payment structure. So I think personally, you shouldn't just seek paid in fulls. So there's a lot of mentors out there. What they're going to try and do is try and just get you doing paid in full payments because they say, it's that cash up front. Obviously, that is important, but it's not the only thing. I've had mentors on either side of the spectrum. I've had mentors that say, oh, just get monthly payments. You want that safe recurring revenue. It's the same thing on social media with everything. Everyone wants to be polarizing and talking about, the extreme of each situation. Why don't we just do both? Why don't we just get a healthy combination of both? And, that's always going to win. Have the benefits of both. You don't need all one or all the other, or you're taking all the cons of each of them, whichever one you choose. Why don't you get a healthy combination of both? You have a solid monthly recurring revenue, but then you do have those paid in fulls coming in, and you have, that nice bump of cash coming in when you do get the paid in fulls. But if anything was to go wrong with your Instagram account or something like that, or anything else happened in your business, or you want to take a bit more of a chilled month, you've still got that monthly recurring revenue to fall back on. It's great to have that healthy combination of the two. So after payment structure, when we've actually got people on board the coaching, you need to get great results. And this is the next topic I want to talk about. Starting off with the onboarding process. This is the most important part of the coaching process. You need to have great coaching. The onboarding is where that all begins. Once someone has paid you money to come into your service, you need to make sure you're getting them a world-class result. And that all starts with the onboarding. The first impressions that someone gets when they join your program are going to last forever. And the wins that you get them at the start are going to set the tone for the rest of the coaching. So you need to make sure that your onboarding process is fully dialed in, guys, because if it's not, then you are going to be burning clients like there's no tomorrow. And then after that, you need to have great coaching throughout the process. You need to have good communication. You need to be laying out the client's roadmap, show them exactly what's going to be happening, having goals for them. You always need to have a goal, always need to have a focus that they're working towards rather than just shooting in the dark, and have countdown goals from that. Have them working towards something with a time limit on, and have deadlines for things that they're working for. This makes it so much more motivating. This is just a few things that you can work on with your clients, but you need to make sure that your coaching is world class, guys. I've been on mentorships before, all they focus on is sales, but if you don't have a good churn percentage and you've got loads of clients dropping off, then you're going to have such a leaky bucket, and that means you just got clients dropping out. Yes, you're getting more clients in, but they're just coming straight out the other side, and that is not how you scale a business. So we've been through quite a few things there today. Hopefully that's useful. We need to be focused on all areas of this, guys, if you want to scale your business. Too many people just focus on one, but hopefully that's been useful for you to really understand your intentions at the start and then actually having the step-by-step process to get there. If you're just starting your fitness business, or your early stages and you want to level it up, or maybe you haven't been making as much progress as you wanted to, rewatch this video, take notes, make sure you're building the foundations properly. And if you want the full roadmap of how I grew my coaching business to 10K per month, click the video somewhere around here and give that a watch. But if not, it's been a pleasure. I'll see you in the next video.